Okay, we're in section 19. And I'm hoping that through all this work, you're getting more and more familiar with using Sage. Again, this will bode well in your futures if you can use a computer algebra system or in general have some programming knowledge. All right, so reset. And again, we've been doing this over and over again, defining X as a variable. Although not necessary, we've been doing this over and over again because it's just a good habit to get in. Here's something, again, I want to emphasize over here. LOG in most mathematics stands for natural log, not base 10. So what you were told in 119 is LOG was base 10. In upper level mathematics, LOG always stands for natural log, right? Always stands for natural log. So I'll put 10 down and I'll put 10.0 down. Well, let's put 10 down, see what happens. Well, it says log 10. Now, if someone says, well, I wonder why that is, because they're not going to approximate it unless you force them by using a decimal. Let's see what happens there. We'll get an approximate. All right. Now, if I do log 10, comma 10, I'm going to tell you what this is doing for me now. It's taking the log base 10 of the number 10, and we know that to be 1. I got that over there. Let me type this in, log. Let me do 8 base 2. What should that be? It should be the number 3. Got it. All right. Where'd you learn about logs? In Math 119. You may have to go back and review Math 119. Review what you were taught about logs in Math 119. All right. It's important. All right. Now let's do this one over here. I'm going to copy paste. And yeah, you can copy paste too if you're tired of, typing. This differentiates a function, the natural log, x to the 4th times sine x squared. Well, that's not so bad. I could do that. What do they do next? They use that full simplify. This has something to do with the notes. Again, I think I'm going to let you guys look back over your notes and see where that problem is. I got an answer over there. You can see if it's the same as the one you got in the notes. So I can differentiate logs. All right. And I don't know. Let's look at this one over here. And I want to point out this is going to generate an error. Copy pasting. And let me just repeat that I'm getting something. It looks crazy to me. Not what I'm expecting to say, but it does say there's an invalid syntax. It's pointing it out to me. It's saying the quote marks are bad. So I'm going to retype the quote marks in. And we've done this many times before. You should be aware of this, particularly students studying computer science. When you copy paste code, which I don't recommend doing, by the way, but people do it all the time. They copy paste codes. Some people copy paste, thousands of lines of code. They're just ripping it off and they just paste it in. Typically, they get caught if it's commercial software. All right. Copyright violation, that is. All right. Wow. Minus infinity. Did that pretty good. And again, we did that by hand. And you may want to look back over your notes to do that. So, another differentiation problem. Let me copy this over here. And I got this over there. And I'm going to just do that again. And they use full simplify. That's a useful command, by the way. And there's really a ton of commands in Sage that are useful. And it could fill up a whole book with commands. All right. That's nice and easy. It's much easier than what they gave me, right? Okay. So I'm going to say you want to look back over your notes. You can. You don't have to, though, by the way, but we're recommending that you try to at least get your feet wet. All right. And get accustomed to dealing with a computer algebra system. Every problem we give you, though, with few exceptions, by the way, does not require a computer algebra system. So someone's going to say, why would I learn a computer algebra system? When you move forward, you're going to need to use a computer algebra system to do difficult problems. They can't be done by hand. Let me just clear the screen out here. And I want to just scroll a little bit forward on you. You notice it says over here, hyperbolic functions, optional material. You can read through that if you want. Now, I'm going to say hyperbolic functions are going to pop up in certain areas of your endeavors, depending on what major you go into, but they may never pop up. You may never see them, but they're really simple functions. What kind of functions are they? Well, you may want to read through that if you have the time, though, but I'm not going to test you on it. All right. I'm not going to test you on that. All right. Thank you.